Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since I did a Chanel unboxing with you guys, but I made a really nice find at the boutique in Vienna lately that I'm going to share with you today. It's a fall-winter piece that I was actually quite lucky to get my hands on, as it was released in a super limited quantity only and it was sold out so fast. So if you're interested to see what's inside this huge bag, make sure to keep watching. Alright, let's get straight into the unboxing because this is probably what you're here for, so I will not let you wait for too long. I'll tell the background story of this afterwards for those who are interested. Let's open this up. This is so heavy, you guys, so let me try to take out the box first. This box is obviously huge, but maybe you can already tell by the shape and the size of what could be inside. It is a pair of shoes and obviously it's a pair of boots, and I think I can say that this is probably the most wanted pair of boots of the year. Do you know by now which model I'm talking about? Alright, let's unbox this. Let me remove the camellia first. I am so excited, you have no clue. Let me tell you guys, what is inside here is super pretty. If I manage to open this up. So here we go. I don't even know how to present this to you. I hope that you can see the full box because it's so huge and it's actually quite heavy. Workout done for today after filming this video, I would say. So here we have the dust bag to store the shoes. 1, 2. And then let's reveal my latest find. Are you ready, guys? Let me present to you the knee-high classic riding boot in the most perfect rich chocolate brown color. I mean, look at these boots, guys. How perfect are they? I'm over the moon happy with them. I'm sure you have seen pictures of these before. I mean, how gorgeous is this dark brown shade, you guys? It is so perfect. The perfect fall boot, obviously. Alright, let me get them out and show you some details. Oh, it's so heavy to hold it with one hand. So again, I think this here is probably the most popular shoe release from Chanel this season. Let me take out the picture here. So as said, this is a classic riding boot style, but I think that they give a little bit of Western vibes with the rounded top here and also with the block heel and obviously the color. Somehow a modern city version of a cowboy boot, I would say. I mean, it's obviously not a typical cowboy boot because it has a little bit of a different shape, but it reminded me a little bit of it because of the color and the entire composition, so to say. On the side we have the interlocking CC, and in the front view you can see that it's coming with a classic rounded toe cap, and that's about it. So there's no more logo details on this shoe except for the embossed logo here on the side, which I really like because many of the Chanel boots actually come with the logo on the toe cap, and for my taste I think this can be a little bit too much sometimes because it's like so straight into your face, if you know what I mean, but on the side I think is a little bit more subtle. I mean, yes, of course it's there, and obviously this is the reason why one buys a Chanel boot, to also show off that it's a Chanel boot, but I think it's not too loud. The logo is in the same color, the same material. It is just stitched onto the side of the shoe without any silver or gold, so I think it is very minimalistic, but it's here. So really nice, subtle Chanel boot, I would say. The fact that they come without any silver or gold hardware also makes them very easy to style and to combine with any jackets or any handbags, because you never have a problem of mixing hardware. I mean, Some people like it, sometimes I also do, but I know that some also have a problem with mixing gold and silver, so that's why I like shoes and accessories often to be without any metals, because then it's super easy to incorporate them into any outfit. For example, I also really like the look of the Hermès jumping boots, but there is a specific reason why I never went for them, besides that they're actually very narrow and I can't really fit them. But the second reason is that they always come with silver hardware, and I think it's such a pity. I don't understand why Hermès doesn't make them with the golden clasp, because they have like, I will insert a picture in case you don't know them, but they have like a little detail here, a strap, and then it comes with the typical clasp that you also find on the Hermès handbags, and this is only available in silver, or at least I haven't seen it in gold yet. Never seen a gold version on the website, never seen it in the store, and I've also never seen it on anyone. Everybody is wearing them with silver hardware, and I've seen people taking off the strap detail, which makes the Hermès jumping boots actually the Hermès jumping boots, which makes them recognizable and probably is the reason why you're buying them. And then you remove it just because the silver hardware doesn't go well with your handbags. I mean, this is such a pity. So I'm really happy with designs like this one here, because you don't have to worry about matching it with your hardware. Imagine pairing these with white jeans and an oversized brown wool coat, or worn with shorts and tights. I think this will look so good. Now we just need a matching bag, I guess. Maybe a chocolate brown classic flap, maybe a patent leather version. I've seen a couple of nice options out there lately, I have to say. We'll see. I'm just so happy with this find. Simply the perfect classic timeless high boot for fall and winter season. I think you can wear them for many seasons, as they are that timeless. How do you like them? Here's the second one, by the way. They are exactly the same, obviously. So this is the full pair. I really hope that the camera will catch the color correctly, because it is such a beautiful dark brown, not too warm and not too cold, really beautiful shade. Now let's come to the story behind. So I came across these boots on Instagram, of course, where else, and I just saw some ladies that I'm following posting pictures of them, and I immediately fell in love with these shoes at first sight. Perfect color, perfect fit, 100% my style. But one thing was also sure when I saw all these posts: these boots will be really popular and therefore super hard to get. So I immediately texted my essay, sent her a picture of the boots and asked her if they received them, and of course she said no, not a single one has arrived at the boutique in Vienna yet, but she promised to keep an eye on it and give me an update if she happens to find them somewhere. To be honest, I had very little hope on getting a hold of these, as Austria is probably not the highest prior boutique when it comes to distributing the high in demand stock, but my lovely essay was contacting all the boutiques throughout Europe trying to order them for me, and she finally got them from a boutique in Spain. I think it was Barcelona or Madrid, if I remember correctly. To date, I've actually never seen them on the Chanel website or on the app that I'm actually using to browse for the collections. By the way, I have to say that the app is really not bad. I like this wishlist feature to save all the products that I want to keep an eye out on. So I'm actually not sure from which collection they are. I found one pair being sold at the Real, where it was stated that they are from the 2024 cruise collection, but I think they look more like from the pre-fall or fall-winter collection, and I've already seen people having them bought at the end of October, so it would make sense if they're from pre-fall or fall-winter, because cruise just landed in the stores now when I'm filming this video in mid-November, and I've not seen them in the cruise looks on the website at least, and I think they also don't really match the general cruise vibe, because it's more like springy already, so I'm pretty sure it must be pre-fall or fall-winter. But if anybody of you knows, let me know. Coming to the pickup experience, so to say, when I was trying them on in the boutique, I literally felt how all the eyes of the other customers were staring at me like crazy. In the second, as I took the boot out of the box, the first lady was already approaching us and asked for them, but obviously this was the only pair in the boutique, as she specifically ordered them for me. I felt super observed and really could see how the other customers were hoping that they won't fit me, or that I would simply not like them and put them back down. My essay, of course, also noticed that I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable, and she then also said, if I'm not going to buy them, they will be gone in the second I will put them down. I mean, of course, you would expect every essay to say things like this just to convince you to buy them, but honestly, on this shoe here, I think this was actually true. When I said that it doesn't make sense because they don't even know which size I'm having here, she said they will probably not care, they will just buy them anyways, just to resell them for a profit. That's how the game goes. Unfortunately, I think there's a lot of truth in this. I learned that many Many people are just sent to the stores by strategic buyers who pay them to get them the most popular pieces of the season for the resale business, which is why you basically need to show up at the launch day if you want to get the piece from a new collection that's just dropped, because otherwise you will have no chance to get a hold of these pieces. Which honestly I think is not really nice, because you can't be spontaneous, you can't think about things, you have to get them immediately, or otherwise you will end up looking for them in the resale market and pay a premium probably. But that's just how it is, and I guess the only way to get out of that is to really build a good relationship with an essay from the boutique, and I have to say that they're really doing a good job in then getting the pieces that you want. And I'm very, very lucky, I have to say, and I'm super happy that my lovely essay managed to get me these boots. This is my second pair of Chanel boots, and as I love my black pair from the fall-winter 2022-23 pre-collection so much, I didn't really need to think twice to decide to add a brown pair to my collection. I think this is what we can call it now, right? Two is a collection. As they come with a leather sole, I will bring them to the cobbler like I did with my black pair and get a thin rubber sole attached just to protect them from water and me from slipping. Shall we actually compare them with my other Chanel boots? I think they are similar, but not really. Let me go and get them for you. So these are my black ones. They also have the little CC logo here on the side, and also very subtle, just embossed, and also without any silver or gold hardware. But these come with a bit more straight cut on top. I'm not sure if you can see it, but here it's a little bit more straight, and here it's a little bit more wavy, and here it's also on both sides, and here it is a little bit higher on one side than the other. And the black ones also come with a quilted stitching on the inner side of the shoe, whereas the brown ones are completely plain. These ones are actually half a size bigger than the black ones, so I was already fearing that they might be a little bit too big when my essay mentioned that while she was bringing them, but they happen to fit perfectly. For me, there's not really a noticeable difference, but when you hold them together, actually there is. So if you compare them like this, you really see that there is like 1 centimeter difference when I hold them together. But honestly, I don't feel it at all. Maybe it's because the leather of the brown ones is a little bit more stiff, and I feel like it's also a little bit thicker than the ones of the black ones. I mean, if I look at them like this, you don't really see it, but if you put them on, you feel it. They feel different than these. I mean, I'm not sure if it's just because I've worn them already many times, but also from holding them like this, these here feel a little bit more stiff, and I think that makes a difference, because I'm not sure if actually I would have fit into these if I would have taken them in a half size smaller. But when it comes to winter shoes and boots, I think it's generally a good idea to size up a bit so that you can fit in a thick pair of socks to keep your feet warm and cozy, because obviously this is just leather and there's nothing inside, so you can get really cold if you're just wearing them without some thicker layer underneath. I just love them both. They're so simple to pull on and so classic and timeless. What do you think, guys? Which ones do you like more? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and I almost forgot, I just saw the sticker on here. I know that some of you might probably also be interested in the price, and I know how annoying it is when people make a secret out of that, especially if you can't find the things on the websites or online like it is with these shoes here. So in case you're considering to get this pair here, these are currently 2,000 euros. I know that this is crazy much for a pair of leather boots, and obviously you can get very similar looking ones for a fraction of the price, which is also why I did a little bit of research and browsed a bit online to give you some ideas of more affordable options. A lot more price-friendly option you can find at Massimo Dutti, which I actually also got myself, as little did I know at this point of time that I will come across these Chanel ones here. These are also real leather, but you can get them for 220 euros, which is a huge difference obviously compared to the 2,000 euros variant that we have here. I mean, they obviously don't look exactly the same, but I think they give you at least a similar vibe. It's a dark brown, smooth leather boot, high boot, also a little bit rounded on top. I mean, maybe these here even remind a little bit more of the Hermès jumping boots with this little strappy detail here that I mentioned before, with also a golden clasp. And that's actually the advantage in comparison to the Hermès jumping boots, because this one here is gold. I've already worn them a couple of times and I can say that they're also quite comfortable, so I didn't have any pain in wearing them. They never gave me any blisters, so I can really recommend them to you. The question now is, of course, if I really need two smooth brown leather boots. And actually I even have a third brown pair, also from Massimo Dutti, but in suede leather, so I think that's a little bit different though, and with silver hardware. I think that these ones will just be my everyday running errands boots that I will just rock down to death, and these are the ones that I'll probably wear for a little bit more special occasions, or yeah, just not on the everyday basis, but when I'm feeling a little bit more fancy, so to say. Can a girl even have enough pairs of shoes? I don't think so. A more high-end alternative I saw at Jill Sander. They also have a very similar brown high boot in smooth leather that has a very similar shape like this one here. Other riding boot styles that I like are the Totem riding boots that I've also shown you in one of my previous videos and that I also have in my collection, but in black. I got them a few years ago and I also really like these ones. The difference of the Totem ones is that they come with a little bit more square shaped toe cap in comparison to these that are a little bit more round. I mean, this always changes season by season. Sometimes we see more square shaped toe caps, sometimes we see more round shaped ones. I think that both of them are equally classic, so you really can't go wrong with either this or that. And as mentioned before, we of course also have the Hermès jumping boots that are also a timeless classic that we see year after year. But I think I've also said this before already, these are quite narrow and I cannot fit into the Hermès jumping boot. I mean, I know that there are two similar ways. I think there's a higher and a lower version. I'm not sure which one I tried, but I think it was a higher one. Maybe I should also just size up one size and they would work, but I didn't get the chance to try them on this year again because when I was visiting the Hermès boutique in Vienna, they didn't have a single pair to try on, but generally, of course, you can also not go wrong with this pair. By the way, I was also, of course, trying my luck again with the ballet flats, and I was asking for the black-brown suede combo or basically any suede ballet flat in a neutral color, but they didn't have any in stock again. I feel like Chanel ballet flats for me is just not to be, but I will keep looking. Maybe one day you will see a Chanel ballet flat unboxing as well here on my channel. Fingers crossed that I might find a nice pair someday in the future. Maybe in spring in a light color, in a white leather or some creamy tone. I'm not sure if I would like to get the classic black nude combo because I mentioned that before. I feel like the nude shade is not really matching my skin tone that well. There was a dark beige variant available like 1 or 2 years ago, I think, but this was a seasonal color and it never came back again. This one would have matched really well, but the classic one, I'm not sure. I tried them on a couple of times, but I've never been convinced that I ended up buying them. So let's see, I will keep you updated, of course. Alright, with that we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of my new boots, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and consider subscribing to my channel to not miss out on any upcoming ones. Looking forward to see you again soon here. Bye, guys!